Gaul. It's about time we got introduced to some of the other of the sort of five.
What now?
Oh, don't make that face. It looks like you've got your hands full. I just thought I could help.
Yeah, I've got more than enough helping paws already. Thank you very much.
Did I hear you ask for a helping paw?
Hold on. Don't tell me. You're... Millie, right?
Mori.
Mori, at your service. Charmed, I'm sure.
Mori. Got it.
You were only that far off, Your Highness.
If you're here, Mori, they must be asking about our rent payment.
Well, it was more of a demand. The Egg Hunters Guild was quite specific in their wording. Come to the Ministry of Eggs, and we mean meow.
Sheesh, it's always money, money, money with these merchants. How much more greedy could they get?
Sorry, what is this about rent? I thought the Scriveners lent us the space.
And guess who rented that building to them in the first place? Somehow or another, the guild got word of our little arrangement. Once they realized just how much we needed that base, they decided to jack the price right up.
Exploiting our weaknesses, bleeding us dry. I'd rather go head-to-head with a monster any day of the week, that's for sure.
We don't have any leverage here, I'm afraid. If we rub these guys the wrong way, we'll be out on the street in a snap. Perhaps we should leave this particular pickle to Gaul, Your Highness.
Okay, Gaul. What's your plan here?
Plan? Hell if I know. Our options are bargain or bust.
Then I hope they're willing to listen.
Hey, Mori, run along ahead for me. Let the guild know that I'm on my way.
Right away, sir.
Sounds like your hands are going to be awfully full.
What if we came with you? Lent a helping paw or two. Suddenly you seem to be in need of them.
You two...
You can't deny that there's strength in numbers, Sir Gaul.
The fate of our base is on the line here.
Getting real tired of you sticking your nose in my business. But I'm not exactly flush with options, so...
Then it's settled. Next stop, the Ministry of Eggs.
I wonder why Gaul is so opposed to receiving help. Wait, there's a teleport here, isn't there? Yeah.
Take it easy, alright?
But friendship is cool. Can't say he's too cool for friendship.
Gaul! And, oh, if it isn't the Ranger Captain himself. I do assume you've prepared the necessary payment.
See, that's the thing. We can't afford to pay the price you're demanding. Any chance you'd be open to a discount?
A discount? We welcomed you outsiders quite graciously, I may add, and even permitted those monsties of yours. If you cannot afford your modest rent, then I have no choice but to ask you to leave.
Grrr.
Goodness, I almost forgot. I do have a proposition that may be of some interest to you. Just the other day, our egg hunters came upon a cavern full of rare egg quartz. Alas, its tunnels are teeming with monsters.
Let me guess. You want us to get rid of them for you?
You guessed correctly. I do believe that the zenny such rare egg quartz could fetch would more than make up for your fiduciary woes.
So we'd be all squared up on rent?
Indeed. It's the very definition of a win-win transaction, wouldn't you say?
Gaul, is this guy seriously using the threat of eviction to try and turn a quick profit off of us?
Yep, we got that right. If we're gonna have to dance for him every time, I'd rather pack up our stuff and split.
Any chance you have a plan?
Watch this. Listen up. We're potentially in, but on one condition.
A condition? Do go on.
We complete this task, and it covers our rent forever. If you can agree to that, we'll take the job.
What are you thinking, Gaul? You do realize he's moments away from kicking us out, right?
Forever? This is but
Yeah.
a single hunt. It's unreasonable. You must be out of your mind.
Hey, you're the one who brought the request to us. Guild hunters weren't quite up to snuff, I'm guessing.
That's irrelevant.
You get your hands on that primo egg quartz, and our rent goes poof. The very definition of a win-win transaction, wouldn't you say?
If I ever... Fine. We are amenable to your terms.
And we can trust that your word is your bond?
No, of course you can.
Then we'll count on you not to break your promise.
I wouldn't dream of... Who was that just now?
All right, we have a deal. So, where's this cave of yours anyway?
At the egg quartz quarry. We just recently uncovered a new cave mouth at one of our digs.
Say no more. We'll report back once the job is done. Well, after all that maneuvering, we're still out on our keisters if we don't complete this request.
True. We literally can't afford to lose.
Ah, come on. It's us we're talking about. This is gonna be a piece of cake.
Cake. But it did say here. There it is.
Go!
Or not. Where was I looking? I forgot I need to make barrel bombs. And I can't make any of the other traps at the moment. That's cool. Also cool. Sounds like a boogie. Ah. Literally fell on top of it. Ah, a not, yeah, a not red Lavinus.
We've got the upper hand!
Murray! Now!
Are you okay?
Watch out!
Take that! Murray!
This'll do it.
No! Now's your chance!
Going all in! How's this? Ready! Keep it up! I'll pay you back. Leave it to me. See that?
Yeah, I had a feeling he'd take him out.
Right. Good one. You too, Captain.
Meow? Huh? Hey!
Alright, gold on the second. First try on the second nest. Saves time.
All right. Go.
And chomp. No, so I didn't miss it. Yeah, let's. I haven't explored the area yet that it's in. Guess not. You're fast.
We've got the upper hand!
Well, let's just end this now.
Alright! Excellent job!
Well done, everyone.
Cool. Well, that one's done. So, how am I supposed to get in here? Is it up there? I guess. I apparently missed the part where the guy told me the entrance to this place.
Hey.
Yep, this is it.
So, this is the egg quartz that Tightwad was after?
You'd think, but I still haven't seen any monsters getting in the way of the dig.
Uncanny, Your Highness! Something's coming this way!
Well, there we are. Let's go!
This is to save our galley at base. Failure isn't an option. Let's give it our all.
Stay alert!
Let's do this.
Failure is always an option. Let's just go with we shouldn't fail.
Watch out!
The pressure's on.
Counting on you.
All right.
Thanks. Now's our chance.
Now!
Murray!
This'll do it. Now's our chance.
You did it! Now's your chance!
This'll do it.
I wanted it to attack me. Stop being toppled.
This.
Watch out!
Ready. Keep it up.
Let's go.
Leave it to me. Did it work?
All right!
Right.
Good one.
You too, Captain.
We've done it, Your Highness! With that, the Galliard base is all but secured.
Yeah.
Sir Gaul, Your Highness, fantastic work all around.
I'll go tell the client the happy news that his request is complete.
I've got this. You're Manny, and that's Mary.
Murray and Maury.
So close. Ever so close.
I knew it.
Your words hurt more than they help.
Sir Gaul, now that the request has been completed, I suggest we all return to Galliard.
Sure, works for me.
You look apprehensive, Your Highness.
It's just... Gaul's running himself ragged trying to help us, but we'd never know if we didn't drag the info out of him. Why?
He rarely speaks of it, but his loyalty to Azuria runs deep. Or perhaps less to the kingdom than to his majesty, the king. In fact, Sir Gaul once told me quite the tale.
Majesty.
His father, Lord Vargas, was the flagship rider of Azuria during his time. From a tender age, Sir Gaul admired Lord Vargas and was inspired by his fidelity and skill. Before long, he grew into a fine rider. Then, on his inaugural mission with his father, the two were tasked with slaying a feral monster running rampant. Just as the monster made to attack Sir Gaul, his father leapt in to shield him, suffering a clawful wound. Seeing this, his majesty rushed to their aid and ultimately felled the beast. But it was too late for Lord Vargas. Having lost his father, his inspiration, Sir Gaul left the riders and devoted himself to horticulture. This self-imposed retirement lasted 2 years, until the king summoned Sir Gaul personally. I have lost a sworn friend. I would ask you to protect Azuria in his place, he entreated. Shortly thereafter, Sir Gaul pledged his loyalty to His Majesty and joined the newly minted Rangers.
God damn
Something
it.
changed that day. It was as if he had finally been set back on his proper path.
I've heard of Lord Vargas from my father, but I never knew he and Gaul were related.
Not a mere retainer, but a sworn friend. I can only imagine the impact those words must have had on Gaul. I know I'd be thrilled if the prince called me something like that. Wink, wink.
Maybe someday.
Oh.
Do me a favor. Would you mind keeping this conversation just between us?
Sure. Thanks for filling us in.
Good. We should head back. Sir Gaul is waiting for us.
Right. Let's go.
Before that, Poogie.
Take it easy, all right?
Oh, our monster problem's been handled then? Well done. I'll tell you, you Rangers sure are a handy bunch.
It's just nice to know the future of our base is secure and the rent is covered, just like you promised.
Just like I what? I don't recall such a deal. If memory serves, the deal was this month's rent free, if you cleared out the cave, no?
You snake.
I can't find any paper trail promising you unlimited free rent, can you? Always get your contracts in writing.
You're slippery as an eel.
You should be pleased as a pet Poogie to even get 1 month free. I expect your rent to be on time next month.
What a shameless swindler!
You're going to have to show some proof before you can start disparaging my good name. If you can, that is.
Oh,
We don't
yes.
have proof, but we do have an eyewitness.
Beg
Several.
your pardon?
I heard the whole exchange, and I remember the details like the back of my paw.
There you have it. Proof of our compact.
I know you. I heard your voice before. Well, who'd believe the testimony of a flea-bitten feline? If you can't afford to pay going forward, I'll kick you out, even if I have to do it by force.
You'll do what? You may want to reconsider threatening Sir Gaul. If you hurt him, we'd have to take matters into our own paws. You wouldn't like that.
Mercy?
They're so similar, each more similar than the last.
Have we jogged your memory?
Yes, of course. I remember. Free rent forever. What a thing to slip my mind.
Boy, am I glad we got that settled. Get this gentleman to put that in writing, would you, Murray? And if you would,
Make it clear what happens if he reneges on our deal? With pleasure.
Yeah, basically.
No one can say Gaul's personal palicos are lacking in spirit. Your Highness? Is everything all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I was just thinking about how Gaul always puts himself in the line of fire to help us out.
you say it like it's a big deal. But that's part of the job. It's nothing for you to fret over.
He's exactly right. Think about me and how I try to support you, Your Highness. It's just like that. We all have our part to play. I may lack the numbers of the furtive 5, or Gaul's brooding independence, but I have the resolve of 10 felines! At your service!
Look at that. You've got someone to support you while I'm busy with my own stuff. Isn't that a relief?
Your Highness, I swear to you that I will fulfill my duty to the Maximial!
Thanks, Ron. I'm counting on you.
You honor me truly!
You too, Gaul.
Like I said, just doing my job.
Dust of life. Huh. Max potion, ancient potion.